In this video, let's start exploring Assistance Playground. Now, Assistant Playground basically it allows you to speed up the assistant development using OpenAI model. So there are tools, there are pre-built conversation state management which are already available in the Assistant Playground. You can go ahead and explore that. Now, Assistant Playground it allows you to create AI assistant customized to your needs through the custom instruction. So you need to specify an instruction to the assistant, and then accordingly assistant will be able to pass through those information and understand the context, and then give you the output accordingly. There are a couple of capabilities which are currently available, which is file search, code interpreter, and then you can even embed a function. Now, why do you embed a function within this is to give some more customized input to the model. Now example, like say if you have a AI assistant which talks about say heart diseases in this example, so it will only give responses on basis of the heart diseases question which you ask. Now take for example, suddenly you want to check a weather as well within this particular model. The LLM will not be able to understand that because that is current, right? So there's LLM will not have that context of the current world. Now if you want to have those dynamic content within your LLM, then you can make use of function, and then you can query either the weather or a stock price or any other dynamic information which is relevant to the context of your specific model. Now, uh, AI assistant, which you're going to create using the assistant playground. So there are various models which are available. Like say in this case, there is a GPT-4o, GPT-4o Mini, GPT-4, GPT-3.5 Turbo. So these all different models are currently available. Now you can create an assistant, and then once you create an assistant it will go into the deployment. It might take some time. I've already created some of the assistant, I can show you during the demo. Now GPT-4o basically it's like the latest model which you can utilize for say example will be task of chat completion. uh, Assistant playground, once you create that, this is the screen which you will see. I will explain that in the demo. So it has a configuration section on the left hand side, and the main area on the right hand side you can type in the query, and then accordingly it will start giving you that responses back. Okay, so let's jump into the demo. So I'm in portal.azure.com. I've already created Azure AI Foundry resources. So there are a couple of resources which I've already created. So I'm going to go to Girish Tech 2024, and I'll going to launch the studio. So once the studio is launched, I'll go to the playgrounds, and here we are testing various playgrounds. So today we are exploring the assistance playground. So if I click on assistance playground and try the assistant playground, it will give me a different option. Now I have already created a model and deployed. You can go ahead and do that. Else you will not be able to see information over here like connected resources, assistant, and all those things, right? Now I've already created this deployment, GPT-4o deployment, and that's why here you will see this information. If you want to use a different deployment, you can go ahead and create new deployment. Now this is a simple example. Okay, so I have created this assistant called as management schools specialist. This is the deployment, and this is the assistant ID. Okay, now I already have three different assistants created, like the management school specialist, heart specialist, and Python specialist. Now here you need to specify the instruction. Now the instruction is basically it guides the personality of the assistant, and then it defines its goal. So out of this whole global knowledge it will restrict the information, and then it will precisely specify uh, the scope for which this assistant will work on. So example, this assistant will only answer question about management schools. Okay, you can specify you are an assistant who only answers questions about management schools in United States and Australia. Okay, so I can specify that as well, in Australia and United States. So now we are just precisely specifying that, or maybe I can specify the county or the city or the state. Okay, so I can give this instruction to the model. Once you do that, you just need to specify some other parameters, like say keep the conversation polite. And what if someone asks about other topics? Okay, you can just say kindly ignore other questions. And that's it. Now, once you give this instruction, let's test the model. Okay, so we said we are an assistant who answers questions about management schools in Australia and United States. So list down top five management schools in Australia. So if I just type in this, it will start looking into the LLM and then it will start giving me the response. So it has given me like five responses, as you see over here: Melbourne Business School, AGSM, Monash, UK Business School, UWA Business School. So these are uh, the listing from the model. Okay. Now, what if I just say, show me top three management schools from India? Okay, now I'm asking a new question, but we have restricted to Australia and United States, and that's how the model will understand that, oh, this is information does not fall under my purview. Can you just ask me only question with regards to Australia and United States, and then it will give you those information. Okay, and then I can further uh, go into the conversation and say, for Melbourne Business School, what are the different courses which you provide, and then it will start giving me the response back. Now, what if I go into a different topic altogether? Let me tell the agent that, can you show me how to cook a pie or bake a pie? How to bake a pie. Let's see if it gives me that response back. Again, it is restricted to management schools, Australia, United States. Just focus on that topic. Now, here you can extend the search further. Now this is all about you're depending on relying on the LLM capabilities. Now, what if you have your own documentation? Okay, like say policy document or HR rules. So those all things you can make use of file search. So tools, file search. You can add a vector store. So vector store is all about, you first need to create a vector store, and then within vector store you can select local files and upload those files, like say policy document or the version document, or maybe the benefits provided by the organization, HR documents. So those all things you can upload, and then accordingly you can ask question on basis of that. So basically you're grounding the data for that specific PDF document or Word document which you upload over here. Similarly, there's something called as code interpreter. So you can even, like say, if you're using it to interpret various data sets or charts or code. So as you see over here, like C, CS, Java, JSON. So if you are like say building an assistant with regards to you know, interpreting the codes or uh, content from a text file or CSS or JS or those kind of thing, you can go ahead and select up to 20 files and then upload those content. Make sure that that document does not exceed 200 megs. That's a limit, the hard coded limit as of now, but that might increase in the near future. But this is how you can basically upload files, and then you can ground your data accordingly. Now there are a couple of parameters, the temperature and top p. Either of this you can set. Temperature, it controls the creativity and the preciseness of the response. So here in the set is 1, so it will be creative. If it is zero point 0.1 or 0.2, it will be more precise, right? So this is how you can control those parameters. And how do you read this? Like if you want to start the conversation again, you can click on clear chat. So this all conversation will go away, and then it'll say this will permanently delete the current chat, and the context is new now. You can view the logs. So from here you can view the logs. So as you see over here, these are the set of logs, and you can see how many tokens were consumed based on the conversation. So it will give you that information as well. You can see the JSON response. Okay, so let me say, what topics are covered in management schools in Australia. and then it will start giving you the listing. And then once you get that listing, here you can just say stop generating, because if you don't want to consume more tokens, you can just click on stop generating, and then it will stop the response over there itself. If you want to see the JSON response, so you can see the JSON response. It has seen that you have 1024 tokens consumed. Let me close this log, and then here let me say uh, what is covered in economics. See, if I tell you what is covered in economics, it's a thread message entry must contain word JSON and form to support the response format. So what is covered in economics? Show in JSON format. Let me try out this. It may or may not work. Okay, so let's skip that part. So JSON response. So let me clear the chat again. So I'll just clear the chat. And then thread files. Now the file which you upload over here in file search and the code interpreter, you can add it from here as well. So again, it will take you to that same screen. Here it will show you how many tokens consumed. You have an option to delete the playground. And now, say take for example, if you want to create a new assistant, you can just click on new assistant, and then you can just name the assistant. So take for example, this assistant will talk about diabetes. So I'll just say it is diabetes assistant. And you just give like say only you are an assistant. So you are an assistant who answers questions about diabetes only. Ignore other questions. And that's it. This is how you basically create a new assistant. Now, if you want to see what previous assistants, what all assistant you have created, you can go ahead and select the assistant, and then you can say, oh, there is like a Python assistant or heart specialist. So I'll just click on heart specialist, and then it will open this assistant. So this is how you can navigate between the assistant which you have created. Now you can add a function as well. So I already added get weather function. So if you click on add function, so there is an option. You can take an example. So there are a couple of examples like the weather and the stock. You can pick up those. So it will pick up those specifications, and then you click on save, and then it has got get weather and get stock price. Alternatively, you will see the logic apps. So if you have a logic app already created, you can connect that logic app and you can integrate that logic app with the assistant. Now I do not have any logic app, but then there is a possibility you can create a new logic app from here. It will be listed over here, and then as you see the description, it says select the logic app to integrate with the assistant. So take for example, the logic app will fetch the information from a third party server, or it fetch the weather API, or it will do some activity on basis of some responses. Okay, so those all things can be done. So it basically works from an HTTP model perspective. So you give a HTTP request and you get an HTTP response back. So if you know JSON, if you know Power Automate, or if you know some sort of like workflow kind of an application, you can make use of logic apps over here. So this is all about assistance playground. So there are various capability which you can perform. So I've just given you one simple or three or four simple examples, but then there are possibility of much more things which you can do from this assistant playground perspective. Now here, when I just type in something, here you get an option to even attach. So as you see over here, file search code interpreter, so you can attach that document. Plus you once you click on plus, it has just sent out the message. You just said hello, and then it will start greeting you back. Now here, as you see, the system has not greeted me back right now. Why? Because I haven't configured that. Okay, I just say you just ask me about heart diseases. So if I just ask about what are types of heart diseases. Now, as you see, I've just sent a greeting. It hasn't responded me back. But if I ask question which are contextual, it will start giving me the responses. So all those minor thing you need to actually configure. It is not like uh, Copilot Studio whereby all these topics are predefined, like the greetings or end of conversation. Now this is an assistant, remember this is an assistant, and the assistant needs to be properly guided on what type of conversation it needs to handle. And as you see over here, when I said hello, it didn't respond me, but if I asked what are the types of heart diseases, it has just given me this, right? Now, this is how you basically use assistance playground. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.